Takes with Simon.
They're set and they're off. Expecting Al Kareem to lead the way in this Lepbrooks big value. You can bet on Ormond Stakes. Al Kareem in the noseband. From Illinois going up into second in the hands of Roy Moore. Absurd is on the inside of the grey Roaring Legend, and then in the black and yellow on the outside Mount Atlas, the outside of Mondo Man and Tom Queally at the rear of the field. They make their way towards the home turn for the first time. Al Kareem, who loves the front run, can be hard to pass at his best. He's about two and a half lengths clear of Illinois in second. Roaring Legend moving up on the outside of Absurd, and then Mondo Man on the inside of Mount Atlas. Into the home straight then, over a circuit to go, and Al Kareem extending his advantage to one of about 4 lengths over Illinois in second. And then Absurd back in third, Roaring Legend, Mondo Man and Mount Atlas as they race in front of the enclosures with just over a lap left to go. Al Kareem and Sam James out in front from Roy Moore on Illinois in second. Roaring Legend and David Probert up on the outside of William Buick aboard Absurd. Then Mondo Man and Tom Queally and Mount Atlas and treble seeking Asheen Murphy on the outside of Mondo Man. Heading away then towards the far side, just under 7 furlongs left to cover. And up ahead is Al Kareem and Sam James just stealing a glance there. He sees the daunting sight of Ryan Moore in his slipstream on Illinois. In third is Roaring Legend. Absurd is round the inside as they take this left-hander from Mount Atlas, and finally Mondo Man. Al Kareem just going a little off the rail. Maybe seeking slightly better ground. In second place, Illinois. Then Roaring Legend, Absurd, as they head on down the back straight. At this stage, Ryan Moore looking fairly comfortable on Illinois in second. It's his first run of the season, though, and it could be a long season. Al Kareem from Illinois. Roaring Legend, Absurd. Then Mount Atlas and Mondo Man, and Al Kareem is trying to stretch them out here, but hasn't shaken off Illinois, who's within 2 lengths now in second. Roaring Legend, Absurd, still travelling well, and has got a bit of boot, followed by Mount Atlas and Mondo Man as they swing left-handed now and head towards the 2 furlong marker. Illinois getting up the inside of Al Kareem, who again goes wide. Absurd is into third, now called on for a big effort as they prepare to straighten up is Illinois. Absurd in second, Al Kareem on the outside, Mount Atlas at the cutaway. Illinois leads the way a couple of legs. Could it be another Aidan Obrien and Ryan Moore? But Absurd may have something to say about it. Switch to the far side. Illinois looking a little weary, but holding on very gamely, and Illinois will win the Ormond. Al Kareem for second, Absurd is third, tight for fourth between Mondo Man and Mount Atlas, and Roaring Legend a well-beaten last of the 6.
Well, Illinois may look like a big lad, big strong horse. Goodness me, Seb, that was classy.
That was very, very classy. I was getting a bit worried at the furlong marker because Absurd was coming and Al Kareem stuck on like he always does. Very brave running from Al Kareem. And I'm not sure he was coming round the turn that great, Al Kareem. Yeah. He was giving a lot of ground away, whether that was the plan or whether the horse was just hanging away from the fence. But to be fair to Illinois, he had to dig in today. I expect he'll really step forward for the run, but good performance.
Is that what you wanted to say beforehand?
No, he's just got big ribs, Alex.
Jamie, did that play out as you expected?
It did play out as expected to a large degree, but the last 10% was strange, but that's the beauty of horse racing. We don't want everything scripted. But as far as Illinois is concerned, I'm not sure he's answered the big question either way, in the sense of Group 1 mile-and-a-half horse or backup stay to Kyprios.
It'll be interesting what Ryan says after this, because he doesn't gallop out like there was a lot left. Now, whether that was fitness or staying, I don't know. We know he stayed 1 and 7 at Longchamp at the back end last year. Not in the quality of this, though. For me, he hasn't quite done enough to win a Group 1, but he's going to be very competitive at this level.
2 records for Aidan O'Brien here, Jamie.
Not 2 more.
2 more.
Wow.
He is now the outright leading trainer in the Ormond Stakes with 7 victories. He was tying with Sir Michael Stout before. And he has had a clean sweep of the stakes races so far here at Chester this week. He's never won 4 of them. He can't win the Huxley Stakes tomorrow. He doesn't have a runner, but 4 from 4.
So every stakes race in which Aidan had a runner this week, he's won.
He's won.
Yeah. A familiar tale to some degree, but not quite the dominance that we've seen here this week. And as we said at the start of the week, we're on the back of Godolphin's greatest weekend ever. It was important that the Empire struck back, and boy has it done that.
It really has, and that was a picture-perfect performance for this horse, and he's got an amazing pedigree as well. I mean, he's bred to be good, he is good. He's by Galileo out of a mare called Dane Drop, who, of course, makes him a half-brother to an Arc winner in Dane Dream.
Just a half-brother to an Arc winner.
Yeah.
What do you feel, Alex? I mean, you know these horses and races every bit as much as Seb and I do. Is your good feeling that he's A, a Group 2 horse, B, a stayer, or C, is he going to be a bona fide Group 1 middle distance?
I think I'd like to see how much he's blowing when he comes back in to see if he'll come on for this. But I think probably he'll stretch out a bit more. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think his natural future is 2-mile races.
Yeah.
Kipios wins the Gold Cup. This is the backup for, maybe it's the Goodwood Cup, maybe it's the Long Distance Cup at the back end. But I'm still not seeing that acceleration that the Group 1 mile and a half horses have.
Yeah, I think they'll be hoping he gets 2 miles and gets it well. I'm a bit puzzled with the ride on Al Kareem because it looks like a pre-play, a plan from the outset is to stay off the rail, because Ryan's